Hello everyone, welcome to Complexion Week, Foundation Week, Base Makeup Week, where I'm focusing in on all things complexion, concealers, foundation, all of the things that you've requested. I've gathered them all up. I've got the side-by-sides for you. We've got powder foundations, all of the things. So make sure you're subscribed so that you don't miss out. Today it is the requested Dior Forever Matte Skincare Foundation with an SPF of 15. I'm going to share details with you. We're going to do multiple different methods of application, of course. I'm going to give you a full day wear test. So let's hydrate and begin. It's nice and early. You know, I'm an early bird. I like to get my makeup done nice and early and get our wear test going. So it's currently 7:52 a.m. Let me go ahead and share some details with you, and then we'll get nice and close and get into application. As always, I'll have everything listed and linked for you down below in the description box. Also, along with shade references, all the details, all the things. And of course, thank you for requesting this one. I haven't tried this one, so it was a good little nudge, a good little reason to do so. Let's talk details. Starting off with the packaging, it's the Simple Classique Dior packaging. And here's what she looks like. This does come in a frosted glass bottle. And nicely secured pump. I picked it up in the shade 4.5W. So this is said to be a new generation of Forever Matte Foundation that offers a clean formulation and 24-hour transfer-proof wear. Sorry guys, I hate to break it to you, but I won't be doing 24 hours. We're gonna just stick to a typical day for me with makeup. So I'm glad that I'm starting early. A foundation formulated with skincare ingredients. So this is a matte formula that helps visibly improve your skin over time. Medium to full coverage. It's going to be nice to see how that's going to look on the skin. And it helps visibly smooth the skin while improving the look of pores. I like the way they said this. Resistant to transferring instead of transfer resistant. Heat and humidity. And then it delivers up to 24 hours of color true comfort and wear. 1 fluid ounce. Made in France and retails for $57. All of my shade references are always listed down below in the description box. I have combination skin, true combination skin. Dry areas, normal areas, and oily areas. So it's going to be nice to see how this performs on everybody and everywhere. Now, this week's skin prep is the usual stuff. I've been trying nothing new. And I'm going to be using my exact same primer each and every day, so that everything remains consistent, and I stick to using products that I know work well and I've used for a really long time. All right, so let's give her a good shake and let me see what the texture and consistency is like. Let me get a little on my palette here. Here is the texture. And that claim of medium to full coverage, I can totally see it. Going in with my Sisley Double Tinture for primer. I forgot how much I like this Dior pencil for brows. It's the Brow Styler. I've been using this quite a bit lately. I think how easy it is in the brows. So I've been seeing the method of application where you take the spatula and put it on and then blend it in with your preferred tool, like your sponge or brush. So let's give it a try. And let's also see how the shade matches. Okay, pretty good. There is a very light scent. It's a very light kind of floral. I feel like this is going to go away really quick though, but we'll see. I'll let you know. So the whole thing with the spatula application is to help you from putting on too much product. So for this side, let's blend it in with a brush. This is my Westman Atelier liquid blender brush. Blending in very nicely, very easily. Coverage is nice as well. I like that I went in with a light layer first so that we could see where our starting point is, and then we can build from there. Feels very light on the skin as well. Our first layer feels really nice and light on the skin. Currently, we can still see my imperfections, my little freckles, my spot. We can still see them. So I'm going to go in with a bit more product and see how it builds. So I'm going to just focus. I'm just going to put it where I feel I need it. We're going to be using concealer, but I just want to see what it builds up to. I feel like I'm spreading some type of a spread on a piece of bread. But it makes sense. It smooths the product on the face really nicely. All right, let's blend our next layer and see how much coverage we are going to get. Yeah, definitely built up nicely. Here's what I'm noticing. For a matte, I want to say this is like a true soft matte. My skin doesn't feel dry or anything. I'm just not having a glowy finish on the skin, but it's not like a dry looking finish either. It's pretty nice. And also, do you see how nice and easy and quickly it's blending out? Nice formula. So here's our second layer built up. That built up nicely. All right, skin's looking pretty smoothed. I'm liking that so far. So let's go ahead and apply it with the sponge and let's see how that goes. I definitely feel like this spatula method, I'm just picking up off my little palette here. I definitely feel like this spatula method really helps apply the product evenly so you're not putting too much. I get the hype. I get the hype. I'm probably not doing it the most aesthetic way, but I get it. All right, let's blend her out with our sponge. Sponge application, you know, it's always going to share your product out a little bit, so I'm curious to see, with the amount of coverage that we're getting with this, how it's going to look. That was easy, nice and smooth. It just melts into the skin. Ooh. This was a good one. Thank you again for requesting that I try this. Ooh. Dior has been reformulating a lot of their products, so I get it. Wow. Okay, with just that one application, this is so smooth and nice coverage on the skin. The skin is looking smooth and nice, especially for the amount of coverage. Okay, Dior. Okay, Dior. I'm going to go in with just a little tiny bit more, just like right here, because my freckles are kind of peeking through. And I want to take advantage of the full coverage. Well, it feels so good on the skin, like, I mean, super light. I'm just going to put it right here where my little freckles are peeking through. I'm just going to do the nose with the sponge. I really liked the sponge application. It was super smooth. Let me butter my face. Silly, silly. Alright, so let's blend right here. Build up that coverage just a little bit. Nice. Now the old nose. My nose is where I get the most shiny, so I'm going to be keeping an extra close eye on this area. So built it up just a little bit in this area right here. Looks pretty good. A little quick check-in on the smile lines. Still look pretty good too. Let's do our final method of application on the forehead. I'm going to use my hand. Just going to go in with a little bit. I feel like a little goes a long way with this stuff, so I'm just going to use a little tiny bit. Now my forehead is the driest part of my skin. Sounds like sandpaper, listen. But with that said, because this has got some hydrating properties to it, it feels comfortable. It doesn't feel like it's making the area tight and uncomfortable yet, but obviously we will see. That was nice and easy. Okay. That went on really nicely. Very comfortable too. Again, it doesn't feel like a matte drying type of foundation, but I gotta keep extra eye on the drier areas of the face, and I'll let you know as the day progresses. But here we are. Okay, nice. Nice. Forehead is the hands, this side is the sponge, and this side is the brush. I don't feel the need to build up on the forehead, so I'm just going to leave that alone. Let me clean my hands, and I'll be right back, and we'll put on some concealer and pull this look together and see how all of my other products play with the new foundation. Plus, it'll give me a few minutes for it to kind of settle into the skin. So let me clean my hands, and I'll be right back. It's had a few minutes to just sit on the skin, and the way it's feeling, it's making me feel like I don't even want to set it. Wow. We'll see. We'll see. Hold on. That might change. Let me get super duper 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 close. Brush. Sponge. Hands. I'm going to go in with my Dior Backstage Concealer. I love that this has a little brush on it. I'm curious to see how this is going to play with the foundation. Let's put away the darkness. I have the Dior Forever Concealer, but I also have daughters. I'm going to go in with my Dior Forever Cushion Powder Loose Powder. This is in the shade Medium. I'm going to use this to set my under eye, and then I'm going to do a very, very light dusting on the rest of my face. I'm going to go in, tap off, so it's a very light layer of powder, and just lightly set the entire face. This never claimed to be a product that didn't need to be set, so I think a light layer is fine. This happens to be a very finely milled powder, so a light layer never hurt anybody. All right, let's continue finishing up the face and see how everything continues. The Dior Forever Bronzer. I'm gonna go in with this blush from Westman Atelier, this one. This, I really hope to see her do more of. This is her first matte blush. It was like in a holiday kit, I believe. It's in an existing shade, just a new formula. First of its kind. Matte formula. It's in the shade Petal. I just want something soft, and I'm kind of trying to keep this skin, you know, soft and matte. Oh, decisions, decisions. Do we go the Backstage route and really blind you, or do we stick with our Forever line? I think we'll stick with the Forever line. I can't help myself. So this is the Forever Couture Luminizer, and this is in the shade number 4, Golden Glow. I'm not going to put too much, just a little something. So my face isn't just all matte products, just a little bit. I'm going to go in with one of these Dior Lip Maximizers. This is the newest one that I have. It's so tiny, the number and the name, so again, everything will be listed down below in the description box. This is a fun one because it's got a little bit of an iridescence to it. I went in with my Sisley lip liner. I love this lip liner. I like how everything's looking. I like how everything's feeling. I think everything came together quite nicely. And I like the packaging on this. I like the packaging on this a lot. I'm going to start our wear test and I will check in with you in a few hours, but we're feeling pretty good. I feel like we're starting strong, but let's see. All right, see you in a few hours. Refresh these lips really quick because, you know, I'm a chronic dry lip girly. It is almost 3:30 and just wanted to stop in, check in, and share with you how everything's holding up. And I will say that the foundation still feels exactly like it did when I first applied it. Light, comfortable, quite nice. I feel like it's still very matte in a good way. It's really humid here. It's been raining all day and it's like 90s, high 90s. Forehead still looks good. Everything. And everything's it's just holding up really good. I feel like I'm having a good makeup day. So, I'll check in again in a few more hours, but so far so good. I get to be a passenger princess because my husband's doing some errands and I decided to tag along. And it's now 7:35. And here we are. Got a little shiny on the nose, just a little bit, but I'll take it, honestly. Because the rest of the face is looking so incredible. Thank you for recommending this as a product I try and asking for me to do this review. Like, seriously, I am so happy that oh my goodness, I'm really having a good makeup day, a good skin day. Things are feeling pretty good, and it's just holding up so well, and I just really like how it looks. And I've gotten some compliments, so that's always a plus. All right, so after this, it will be the final check-in, and I'll give you my final thoughts. But I gotta just say things are going really well so far, so, you know. Okay, all right, bye. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the end of the day. It's currently 9:27 p.m. And here's how everything's looking. I'm just gonna skip to it, get close so you can see all for yourself. I feel like this one's literally gonna be speaking for itself. Here we are, here we are, here we are. Yeah. All right, so quick recap. On my forehead, I used my hands for application. Let me get super close so you can see. It looks good on the forehead. Wow, wow. And even my nose isn't shiny. I mean, you can see like a little bit of shine, but I feel like that's pretty good. So the matte really helped keep the oils at bay in my oily area. So that's really nice. Look at my smile lines. One thing I will say is it feels exactly how it felt when I first applied it, which was light and comfortable and just nourished and really good. It feels that way still now at the end of the day. For the amount of coverage that you're getting with this foundation, it held up so nicely. It applied really nicely. It feels really good. I know I've been using the Dior all day, but I've also been using this product. It's a new to me brand. I think it's also a new brand in general. This is their Le Chouchou Lip Balm. This is a really comfortable product too, and it's got like a really pretty color. I like this one a lot too. Anyways, I just need to read a little something on the lip. This was a product that I let speak for itself, and it performed beautifully. Highly recommend. I don't want to say too much yet because obviously it's my first time trying it, and I still have a couple of other foundations for the rest of the week that we're going to be trying out and seeing, but I think I'm going to put this up there as one of the greats for summer. It's going to feel light on the skin. It's going to perform well all day. It's going to hold up in the heat and the humidity, and it's going to keep you matte but not like the dry matte, the good matte, the matte you want, the matte that keeps the oils at bay. Thank you again for requesting that I try this out. I'm so happy that I did, and I'm so happy that I was able to share it with you. Foundation week continues tomorrow, so make sure you're subscribed, and I've got some more fun goodies as far as complexion for the rest of the week coming up for you. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. Please don't forget to give today's video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Stay beautiful, guys. I will see you tomorrow as foundation week continues. Stay beautiful. Bye.